This is a Shakshouka, aka egg chutney that went to private school. If you want to find out how to make this awesome meal, watch this video. Hi guys, welcome back to Bougie on a Budget. It's your favorite host, Joshua Jacobs. And today, it is in the festive time, it's festive season. As you know, we are all broke. I'm having some chomis coming over for dinner. So follow me to the grocery store and let's see what I'm gonna purchase on a budget. Hi guys, I'm back and I'm at Food Lovers Market, ready to get my fresh ingredients. Let's go. See, this is what I want. Fresh garlic and fresh ginger, straight from the root of the tip. So when looking for some garlic, I like to look for ones that are whole and solid. This keeps the flavor in, keeps it succulent, keeps it crispy and ready to go in the pan. Now aromat, this is an essential spice that you need in every dish that you make. This adds flavor. You don't even need to use salt if you add aromat. So I'm gonna get aromat, that's only $9.99, and I'm gonna throw this in the trolley. Now the cans are $5.49 and this is $4.99. You know we're saving 50 cents, my friend. I'm gonna take two just because it's on special. Come on, what you waiting for? Let's go. So I found a nice, decent sized roll that's gonna be a perfect size to go with this meal. So I'm just gonna get it now. 90 for sure. Did you hear that? 100 and I don't know what the nine front, but it's under 200 Rand. Goal achieved. So everything came up to 161 Rand. Now guys, you don't specifically have to come to a Food Lovers or a mall. If there's a mall or shop close to you that's a lot more cheaper, I advise you to go there. And these are probably ingredients and stuff that you have in your home already. So just use what you have. And if you don't have certain things, make it work. Thank you, Dad. Let's go. And I'm finally back from the store. Guys, that actually didn't take that long. Today I'm going to be making a Shakshouka, which is basically what you call a fancy poached egg chutney. And in front of me, I've got some beautiful sausages from the meat markets. Guys, these were sponsored specifically, but you can use whatever type of sausages you want, whatever fits your budget, whatever you have in the freezer and whatever you like. I have some ginger, some garlic, some chopped up onion, some green pepper, some eggs for the poached eggs, and over here I've got all my fresh herbs. I've got some fresh mint, I've got some fresh coriander, or some people call it dhania. I've got some spring onion, which is gonna add that essential flavor. Guys, I was trying to save money, so I didn't specifically want to buy each spice individually. So I decided to go for a pre-packed masala curry pack. So yeah, I've got some curry powder, I've got some turmeric, I've got some essential seeds like your jeera seeds, your cinnamon sticks, all your spices. I've got some garam masala and some jeera and dhania powder. I chose this oil because it was actually the cheapest one on the shelf. Over here I've got some shaky Himalayan salts and some shaky peppercorns, which are perfect. I've got some tomato paste, which was on special for $4.99. Guys, I bought 2-pack because this is gonna stretch the meal. I specifically love to use aromat because this is an essential spice that can be used for any meal. Lalela, any single meal. This adds so much flavor, it adds that specific aroma that you want, it adds that, you know, that je ne sais quoi, as Jeannie D would say. We're gonna be using 1 onion, which you're gonna chop up chunky. This doesn't have to be too fine because you still wanna see that in the meal. You still wanna taste that pungent taste of the onion. You're gonna taste that kick infused with the tomato and chili. You're gonna use 5 cloves of garlic, which is gonna be finely chopped. Now you're gonna chop up your half a piece of ginger. Make sure that it's a bit fine so you don't really see it in the meal. This is gonna infuse with your onions and your garlic. And we're gonna move over to our green pepper, which is gonna add a lot of visual appeal, a lot of color, a lot of crunchiness, a lot of taste. So now I'm gonna head over to the stove and I'm gonna start frying the sausages. While my sausages are browning and cooking perfectly on either side, I'm gonna start with the garlic roll. Beautiful. So I'm gonna take my bread knife and I'm gonna evenly slice the roll to create that nice gap for the beautiful garlic butter to go in between. I'm gonna start by putting a nice decent size of butter into the bowl. I'm gonna give that a nice mix and I'm gonna follow by adding my salt, pepper and chopped up garlic. And I'm making sure not to be stingy with the garlic because when you bite into that garlic roll, you wanna taste the garlic. You wanna taste the root of the thing that grew in the ground. I'm gonna give this a nice mix and make sure to scrape all of that butter from the side of the bowl so it infuses with the garlic and all the spices. Now that your garlic paste is ready, I'm gonna smother it in between the rolls, and I'm gonna make sure just to get enough in between all of those segments of the rolls so it can have a lot of flavor. So when you bite into that garlic roll, it's crunchy on the outside and very moist, soft and succulent in the inside. Last but not least, you're gonna smother your butter on top of the roll. I'm going to pop this bad boy into the preheated oven. Bake this for 20 minutes and it's gonna be crispy and awesome when it comes out. So now that the sausages are almost cooked, I decided that I'm gonna add a little bit of extra flavor. So I'm gonna add some of our chopped up garlic and a nice bit of fresh chopped up, well not chopped, hand chopped dhania. So I'm gonna sprinkle that over your sausages. I'm gonna add some of our Himalayan salt and black pepper. Give that a few minutes to cook and they'll be done. Now that my sausages are crispy and cooked, I'm gonna use a dish towel to hold the end of the pan to make sure you don't get burnt. I'm gonna head over to my chopping board and I'm gonna give them a nice chop. I'm gonna start making my chutney. I'm gonna take my onion, garlic and ginger and throw those bad boys into the pan. I like to use the same pan because this just adds extra flavor. Throw some ginger. So now that these are starting to fry, I'm gonna toss my green pepper in and that's gonna add a nice crunch to the meal. Give it a nice mix and allow that to cook until it turns golden brown. So I made life easy and I put all the spices into the bowl. I'm gonna head to the pan and toss that in the pan. And you're gonna give that a nice mix. And you're gonna allow this to cook for about 2 to 5 minutes, just so all the spices, curry powders, salts, peppers, turmerics can cook well. I actually really love this tomato paste because I figured out that you don't actually have to cut it. It just has a nice department where you can just pull it open. I'm gonna squeeze all that tomato paste into the pan with the grilled and cooked curry powder and onions. Make sure not to leave any of the tomato paste. We're getting all of our money's worth of it. Just to enhance the consistency of the meal, I've added some lukewarm water and I'm gonna throw that in the pan. You can use about a quarter bowl of lukewarm water. Give that a nice mix. And you're gonna allow that to cook for 2 minutes. So now that the gravy is ready, I'm gonna toss my crispy sausages back into the pan. Give that a nice toss. Give it a nice mix to ensure that all those flavors infuse. I've just grabbed the lid and put it on top of the pan and allow that to cook for another 5 minutes. Now that my gravy is ready, I'm gonna head over to the pan and poach these bad boys. While I wait for those poached eggs to be ready, I'm just gonna give the nice garnish a chop. And over here I've got some spring onion, some dhania and some mint. I'm gonna head over to the oven and I'm gonna grab that bad boy out. When you chop it, you wanna hear that crunchy sensation and make sure that you chop it right all the way down. Guys, the time has finally arrived. Our chutney, aka Shakshouka, is ready to be served, but first, let's garnish. I'm just gonna sprinkle this beautiful garnish all over the show, and this definitely needs some spring onion for garnish. And there you have it, a nice, simple, easy, affordable meal for any household on a budget. Finally, my favorite time has arrived and I'm ready to taste this bad boy. I'm gonna take this garlic roll, I'm gonna put the sunny side poached egg, I'm gonna get some of that chutney on there, nice piece of sausage, because I'm gonna taste all the flavors. Give this a nice big bite. This is exactly what I was looking for. The pungent flavor in the chutney, the yolk from the poached egg, and that gorgeous taste from the sausage. This is perfect, guys. So if you're wondering where to get all these amazing kitchenware items, China Plaza at 565 Sydney Road in Umbilo is the place to go. Everything you saw us using in the video, from the cutlery to the crockery, pots, pans, and so much more. They have the most amazing range of items that there's no need to go anywhere else. Definitely an ideal place to visit and get all your essential household goods. Head over to China Plaza today for an experience of a lifetime.